What's up, big bike family? It's your friend Isaac, and today we're going to talk about wheelies. It's been a minute since I've done a how-to wheelie video, so got some new friends hanging out on the channel coming from the BMX world, so we're going to talk about how to wheelie your big bike. I have a Supercross SX 250 26-inch anniversary frame 6-bar. There is not a lot you have to do to get your bike wheelie ready. We're going to talk about bike setup, technically how to do it, and I got the drone so we can talk about it while you're watching it. So hopefully a couple tips here will get things started right. Let's go. First things first. Okay, brakes. The most important part of this whole thing, brakes. So your brakes, I've just got some cheap box 3s that were at the shop as a set, so it's super cheap. So you want to get some Cool Stop pads. I trust Cool Stop. I have my brake set. Let's see if I can show you how much lever. Okay, so no, come on, there we go. So right about there is where the feather starts. That's where it stops. So there's a few parts of the brake. Feather, slows, pressing. That's you can see my tire skidding. The tire is stopped. If I let go a little bit, about right there, tire rolls. So there is a constant dance between feathering, just going a lot of this. You'll see, I'm gonna try and get some footage of me, and you just see my finger doing this when I'm riding the wheelie. So feathering your brakes means just touching, so the rim touches, not locks. If you lock, you're gonna go straight down. Counterproductive to keeping the wheel up. The rest, I have some 8-inch carbon fiber bars from Supercross. On a big bike, I prefer the taller bars to the shorter bars because I'm not trying to stay low. I'm trying to get the bike up. So the taller the handlebars, the easier that's gonna be. The last piece, seat height. I'm gonna actually lower my seat. You can kind of see where I normally sit it. It's about 1 inch too high right now. It's because I was just messing with the seat post earlier. So I'm gonna lower that, give myself the advantage of sitting a little bit lower, doing this with my thumb, lower, which will then bring my center of balance over the bike, like down and back. So I'm always looking at the geometry of where I'm at on the bike when I'm doing wheelies. So sitting lower will definitely help you. Having some taller bars, 8-inch. I'm 5'11", 6 foot, depending on the day. I'm getting old, man, so I get shorter, I guess. But that's how I run a 26-inch. My seat's a little too high right now. I'm gonna drop it. And my bars are a little bit forward from steer tube. About the forks, maybe a little bit farther forward than the forks. So that's just because when I'm sitting, there's a specific, I'm just used to where my bars are, I guess. And this is about where they feel comfortable. So there you go. We're gonna go through, talk about the basics of the wheelie on the GoPro. I'm gonna switch over to the GoPro, and we'll talk about keeping the wheel up. Let's go. One more thing before we start. Helmet, gloves. Don't have to. Can't make you do it. I'm gonna tell you that riding with gloves helps because your hands, if you do go down, hands suck, man. Hurting your hands sucks. And if you can wear some gloves that's going to prevent that, $5 is a small price to pay for that. The other thing, always wear your helmet. Wheelies, BMX, and how do we go? Wheelies and BMX in general, you're going to fall. It's a pay-to-play sport. No matter what you do, you're going to fall down. You always see this parking lot in my videos. People are like, dude, you're always in that parking lot. Yep. I wish I could tell you I was naturally gifted at BMX bikes and riding wheelies. I was not born with this skill. This is a skill that I have done and practiced since I was 12. So, time, man. Just like at the track, you got to pedal and get used to the pumping on jumps and how to get around and navigate faster. Wheelies, BMX bikes are all the same, man. So practice, spend some time in parking lots. That's the way you're gonna get better. But wear some safety stuff, man. Very minimum gloves and a helmet. If you can only wear one, wear a helmet, man. You guys are too smart to be hurting your heads. So anyway, let's go to the wheelies. Come on, buddy, follow. All right, so gonna crank down, pull up, brake, and now I'm just gonna pedal. We'll talk about turning later, but really I just wanted you to understand the balance point, sitting back, getting that balance point and feathering your brake. Hopefully the drone's gonna show how fast I'm not going. So you can kind of see, like, you can do this fast or slow, staying really just calm, controlled, pedaling. Harder to keep my front wheel up when it starts to go down, and just tapping the brake in the back as I start to go backwards. But you can do it slow or fast. I prefer slow, personally. Watching that drone is just crazy. All right, so we're gonna go a little bit faster this time. Crank up, pedaling, feather, feather, feather. Hopefully you can see my hand. If not, it's all right. Feather, feather. But there you go. That's the basics of the wheelie. Practice. If you look over here, these lines on the floor, that's what I used to do as a kid. I'd be like, I'm gonna get my tire to go over 3 of those with my wheelie up. So just practice going. Make a goal for yourself. I'm gonna try and get 3 of these. So pull up on 1, boom, 2, 3, come back down. Pull up, 1, 2, 3, come back down. Get comfortable feeling just that level that popped up, and get more comfortable feathering. You are going to do this a lot. Don't get discouraged. This is what you can expect when you're starting. Pull up, straight down. Pull up, tap, straight down. Because you have to teach your brain how to feather, the right amount of feathering for your wheel, and for your brake pads, all of it. So, all right, here we go. Try and go this way. Pull back, brake, tap, 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 tap. So there you go. That's the basics of the wheelie. You will naturally want to go forward in a straight line. This turning part is just basically a lean with your hips, but we'll talk about that later. Mostly just get comfortable riding, putting in hours. Now, I've been doing this since I was 12 and I'm 50. So your results, please, please, please don't look at like, oh, that dude's old and he can ride wheelies. I'm only 12 or 13 or 40 and I can't. I've been doing this for a long time, y'all. So like I said, it's practice, time. That's the way this works. So, and pretty soon you can start doing circles. It's fun. Some good footage. Doing some one-handers or something. All right, let's go. Okay, let's see if I can get a foot over. All right. Let's see. You get a one-hander maybe. One-handers, you got to sit up a little bit. There we go. No foot. There you go. All right, y'all. I think that's going to be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. No feet. No feet, one hand. Anyway, have fun, y'all. Go ride your bikes.